So I didn't read a lot in June, but I did end up buying a lot of books in June. Like my shelf, because I have this shelf right here. This is where I put all the books that I recently got for me to haul, and also the books that I'm currently reading and have finished reading. They're all there. And as of right now, it was really full. I have like a stack of books on top because I bought a lot of books in June. So here are all the books that I got. I'm not even gonna try to hold it up because honestly, it's a lot. So let's get started, shall we? I have this set of books that I got from Pango Books, and these are all adult romances, if I'm remembering it correctly. So I have Set and You by Amy Leah. I have heard so many good things about this one. Well, some mixed things, but I'm very excited to read about this one because we have a plus size main character who's into fitness, and this guy also is into fitness, and they meet actually in their gym too. So got this one from Pango Books. And then I also have The Romantic Agenda. This is featuring an asexual main character, and again, heard a lot of great things about this one. I believe this is like she's in love with her best friend, and he invites her to go to a trip with the love of his life together so that they can get to know each other, that kind of stuff. And I don't know, again, I heard really great things about this one, and I'm really excited to read about an adult asexual main character. Also, I have Donut Fall in Love by Jackie Lau. I just took a look at, okay, the main thing that really, of course, caught my attention is the title, Donuts. So I honestly, I don't know really what this is about. Just books centering about food and falling in love. I don't know, for some reason, just it feels like it's going to be right up my alley. So I have this one. I also have Boss Witch, another one that I honestly got some of these so that I could have the free shipping. So I think Donut Fall in Love and Boss Witch really were the ones that I didn't really know quite a lot about, but this is a like urban fantasy, very light fantasy rom-com. So I have this one, and another one that I was planning on getting. This is The Fastest Way to Fall by Denise Williams. I think it's also about sports, which, listen, I don't work out, okay? So the main character works for a lifestyle website, and she starts to write about her experience with a new body positive fitness app that includes personal coaching. And the one who coaches her is the CEO of the app, and they fall in love. So I've heard great things about this one too, so really excited for this one. And then I got, this is a pre-order from Target. This is The Gilded Ones by Nimina and Forna. I have not read the first book in the series, but I've heard really great things, so I decided to get the book as well because it was pretty affordable because, you know, it's Target. And then, okay, I have been wanting to try to get into this world again, especially after the release of the author's latest book, and it was just announced, you know, when the second book in the series was coming out. So I decided to buy myself a copy of the Shatter Me series. I have read, I believe, the first 4, if not the first 5 books in this series, and I just haven't read the last book. But the thing is, this was initially released as a trilogy, and it was completed, and it was like 3, 4, 5 years later that the 4th book was released. It started where we left off with the 3rd book. So it's kind of like, it was hard for me to wrap my head around the fact that this was not a finished trilogy because I already, like, in a way kind of said goodbye to this trilogy. But, you know, it's not trilogy anymore. It's a 6-book series now. So I wanted to try to read it again because I remember really loving this series, and maybe I will enjoy the next 2 books because honestly, although I do love the characters and I do still love Tahereh Mafi's writing, I just didn't feel the most into the books because I've already said goodbye to the characters in a way. So I, like, in my head, it's already finished, it's already ended. So I think because of that, to me, it was like a surprise when I found out that there were more books in the series coming out. So I'm planning on rereading this entire series and seeing what I think of it as I reread it years later, after I reread it years later, and also what I think of the new 3 other books in a series. So we'll see. Also, I got Wicked Beauty by Katie Robert. Okay, the reason why, and I'm so sad about this, the reason why I got a physical copy of Wicked Beauty was because I was planning on going to her signing in June, but I messed up my dates and I thought it was on a Sunday instead of the Saturday, and I had work. Well, it was after work, but at the same time, it's like I was like, oh, you know, I can just go tomorrow. I was wrong about that. I for some reason I messed up my dates, so I wasn't able to go to the signing and have this signed, but I am planning on reading this book, and yeah, I'm really sad about that. I can't believe I messed up my dates. I was like hitting my head, not physically, but like in my head, I was like hitting my head like, how can you mess up the date? So yeah. Next one that I have is Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. I've heard a lot of really great things about this one. It is a high fantasy, low stakes high fantasy. That's what it is. A novel of high fantasy and low stakes. There we go. There's a tagline at top. And it says it's really cozy, and it is about a main character who was a warrior who was like done with it and retired, and they just wanted to like start their own tavern, I think. So excited for this one. Just everything that I've heard about this has been positive, so excited to read it. Okay, the next one is Earthlings by Tahereh Murata, the same author of Convenience Store Women, and I've heard a lot of great things about this one as well, so I'm excited to see what this is going to be. I believe this is about an alien, or we're following an alien. That's why it's called Earthlings. So again, looking forward to this one. Hopefully I will like it too, and it's pretty short too. So I have Earthlings, and this one, The Witch's Heart by Genevieve Kornischek. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I've had this in my wish list months before this one even came out, because it is Norse mythology retelling, and I'm really into like myth retellings, Greek or not. So really excited about this one, and heard a lot of great things about this one as well. So I believe this is about the wife of Loki, or like a lover of Loki. So, you know, I'm excited. All right, and then we have King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett St. Clair. Have I read any of Scarlett St. Clair books? No, but I have most of her books now. Like most physical copies of her book, I haven't. I have not read any of her books, but I feel like I'm going to like it. I feel like it's going to be very, very enjoyable. Not the peak of literature, but you know, very fun and very enjoyable. So hopefully I will. Let's see how it will be for me. And then I got another book that has been in my wish list for months now. This Violent Delights by Micah Nemerever. This one is Dark Academia, and I heard a lot of really great things about this one as well. So I love Dark Academia. I need to get into Dark Academia. The thing is, in a way, I'm like saving them because there's not a lot of Dark Academia books, especially when I first started reading Dark Academia. So, you know, I've read the classics, I guess you would say, you know, The Secret History, If We Were Villains by Emily Rio. I've read those, but I'm not for this one, but it's not as talked about as those two other books, but it's Violent Delights. Very excited about this one. And it's very intriguing, isn't it? The cover. And then we have, okay, another author that I have not read any book from, but I do have majority of her books now, as of this moment. So I'm going to show them to you. I have a lot of Olivie Blake's books because her books have just been getting picked up by publishers, and so far the knitted covers are not really like my jam. I prefer like these covers that she has, but you know, I was like, I'm gonna collect them over the years, but I just decided to get them all because I don't know if any of these books are gonna get picked up soon. I think one of these for sure has been picked up. Actually, I wasn't able to get one from an enemy because the paperback is already pulled from Amazon, so I was like, oh, I just missed it. But I have La Petite Mort, which is a very short book. It's under 200 pages. Just a little over 200 pages. I have Midsummer Night Dreams, which is the Fairy Tale Collections Volume 2, but the Volume 1 is a different size from the Volume 2. I don't understand. It's bothering me a little bit. So this is the Fairy Tales of the Macabre. Again, this is Volume 1. This is Volume 2. And then we have The Lover's Grimm, which is the Volume 3 of the Fairy Tale Collections. These are the same size. I don't know why the second volume isn't. And then we have Lovely Tangled Vices. And it says it's a Wicked Girls novel. I don't know the other books in this series because I didn't see it, but it says it's part of a certain series. I'm not 100% sure, but I have this one. And then I know that this one for sure was also picked up, Masters of Death. I really actually like the size of this one because they're like bigger paperbacks. I just wish they were all the same sizes so that I can put them all together. Actually, I haven't really put them with my original copy of the Atlas 6. I think they should be about the same size, like the taller paperbacks, but I don't know why these two are smaller paperbacks. Really weird. So yeah, I have those. I have not read any Olivie Blake books, but I also have one more from her actually. We will get into a little bit because it is under another pen name of hers. So next I have a former library copy of Dial A for Aunties by Jessie Q. Sutanto. I have heard so many great things about this. Like, this is a really funny like mystery novel that I feel like I will really, really enjoy because I feel like we're gonna have a lot of hijinks because of our aunties. So I'm excited to read this one. And then another pre-order that I had. Actually, this is part of a pre-order that got canceled for some reason through Barnes & Noble because I pre-ordered these like months ago. Usually when I have like a really big pre-order that I made months ago, for some reason around the time that it will get to me, or around the time that payment will actually be taken out from my card, it'll get declined, you know. But We have Forging Silver into Stars by Bridget Kemmer. This is, I know for a fact, I think I described Defy the Stars, Defy the Night. Which one is it? I keep forgetting the title of that book. That it's the same as the Cursebreakers world. I believe, I'm not 100% sure if that is part of the Cursebreaker series, because I heard that this one is part of the Cursebreaker series. Yeah, because it says here, return to Emberfall and Still Shallow. 4 royals, 2 thrones, 1 deadly curse. And this one is the signed edition from Barnes & Noble. This is a special Barnes & Noble edition of the book. I don't know if the Barnes & Noble has the full embossing. Only the Barnes & Noble edition has the full embossing. Not 100% sure. This one has it. I really enjoyed the Cursebreaker series. I'm really excited to get back into that world and read more from her. And this is a very long book as well. Well, you know, yeah, it's over 500 pages. So very long book. But, you know, usually I find that her books are like really fast to read. I really easy to get into. And then I ordered the new covers for the Percy Jackson series. Okay, I did not grow up reading these books. They're a bit more recent, I guess, but compared to, like, you know, HB. But I read this one when I was in high school, and I fell in love with this series. I read the entire Heroes of Olympus series. I have not read the Apollo series. I read the first book and have not really gotten into the Magnus Chase books, but I have this. Okay, the Olympian series. I don't know if that's the name of the series, but you know, Heroes of Olympus, and then Percy Jackson and the Olympian. So let me show you. This is the first book, Lightning Thief. It's a blue-green color, which I really like these new covers. I mean, I wouldn't have bought them if I didn't. And then we have the Sea of Monsters, which is a bit more of a truer green, lighter green than this one. And then we have the Titan's Curse. This one is more of a red purple color. And we have the Battle of the Labyrinth, which is more of a yellow and some orange. And then we have the Last Olympian, which is more of a red orange. And then the spines kind of, they don't really make a picture, but they all match in a way. We have I keep forgetting who these are. And I think this is Dionysus. This is Zeus. No, this is Poseidon. This is Zeus. I don't know who this is. I'm not sure who this is, but yeah, I don't even want to try to guess because I'm probably gonna say it wrong anyway. So I have these. So I got rid of the old copy that I did have in exchange for this one, and then I also bought a dual. I believe this is a duology. I'm not 100% sure though, but I believe this is a completed series. So we have The Girl Who Kept Winter. This is the first book, and Frigid by Jiao Qi. This is, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Okay, I'm not 100% sure that's how you say the name, but I've heard a lot of really great things about this one, plus the covers. I mean, how could I not get these? The covers are so beautiful. And this is independently published. The author is Vietnamese, and again, heard a lot of really great things about this one. Although I don't really hear a lot of people talk about this, but from the people that have talked about this one, they've just been raving about this, and this is one of their favorite books. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna buy that. All right, we're now on to our last stack of books. I'm trying to really, you know, do this as fast as I can. Okay, so we have The Warcross duology by Marie Lu. I had not read these, and I wasn't planning on reading these, but over the years I've just heard a lot of, you know, good reviews on these, because this is like a gaming world type thing, dystopian, and I don't game, so like that world is very not I don't understand it fully because I don't game, like I said. I did like Ready Player One, but you know, I wasn't sure about this. But I have the 2 books. We have Warcross and a Wild Card. And I thought in my head that these had like those really pretty Under the Dust Jacket covers, but I think that's the Sky Hunter series, which is, I believe, a completely different series from this one, but from the same authors, of course. But these. And then we have American Royalty by Tracy Livesay. I pre-ordered this one through Target, and I pre-ordered this, I believe, in December actually. And then something about that order went wrong, so I had to like reorder it, like pre-order it earlier this year, and this came out in June. The reason why I got this is it's kind of like a fictionalized Meghan Markle Prince Harry. It's like a Meghan Markle Prince Harry fanfic in a way, to me, in my head, like the way that it seems to me, because we are following a Black American heroine and a British royalty hero. So I have that, and then also another one that I've heard so many great things about, and also the cover is so pretty. When Women Were Dragons by Kelly Barnhill. I mean, look at the cover. It's very pretty, and again, heard a lot of great things about this one. Finally got around to buying it myself. The one that is from Olivie Blake, or otherwise known as Alexine Farrell Falmouth. Falmouth is My Mechanical Romance. And for some reason, I remember seeing this one on the Penguin Teens influencer list of books, and for some reason I skipped this, completely forgetting that Alexine Farrell Falmouth is Olivie Blake. Like, I knew it, and then I went back. I was like, wait, I think I remember seeing this from the list, and I was going to add it on, but it was already past the time that I could request it, so I wasn't able to get around to requesting it, but I have it. It's very short, very cute. Heard a lot of great things about this, and look at the cover, it's so cute. So I have My Mechanical Romance. And then another one that I've heard mainly Elliot talk about is Not Own Bone by T. Kingfisher. This is a fantasy standalone, very short too, but she has just been raving about this one so much that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it. And then I saw the cover on Blackwolves, and I was like, I'm gonna get that version, and it's pretty thin, but I'm very excited to read this one because I feel like really I'm going to like it. Just the cover alone, I feel like it's like giving me a lot of vibes. And the last one that I have here is the second book in this series, Children of Ruin. I bought the Children of Time months ago. Of course I haven't read it, but I've heard a lot of really great things about this series, so I'm planning on like buying this throughout the years. But again, I haven't really gotten into this like the first book, so you know, I have a lot of time to acquire the rest of the books in this series. I think I just need one more book, but yeah, very thick. It's a thick boy. And I believe, oh wait, is this in duology only? I'm not 100% sure. Listen, I'm not 100% sure, so yeah. So those are all the books that I have in this haul for June. July, I'm gonna try to slow down because honestly, I don't really have any time to read, or haven't really figured out how much time I have to read on a daily now. Still trying to figure it out. So I should slow down my book buying because I don't need more books right now, honestly. So let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, 21, 23, 25, 40. I have 40 books. If I counted it all correctly, I have 40 books. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you on my next one.